Hey, you guys, welcome back to
Shit, I'm 30.
Whoop Whoop. It's another week.
Another week, another episode, another time for you guys to love us some more.
I feel like we just left.
We did just
but
leave.
We bite.
Oh.
It's not plastic. It's back.
Oh,
Bite.
oh, bike.
Bite.
I thought you said bites. I was like, who the hell are we biting,
A
bro?
bike.
Oh, we just finished a live that if you're listening to this and you missed it, you missed out on a lot.
Right. Like all of our friends, family, and fans were on there. All three of them. We love them so much.
You had 72 viewers.
Yeah, but they like came and left. I can name everybody who was on the live. Shout out to Lennox. Shout out to Alma. Shout out to Jonathan. Shout out to Stephanie. And shout out to the one girl who was asking me about clothes. I love all y'all.
She did. You send me a DM, girl. I got you. I had some good ones. Who did I have? I had Erin. I love her. She always comes on. Jennifer, who just had a baby.
Aww.
Wayne, who came on there lying like a motherfucker. Just lying.
Just lying.
And who came on? Oh, Nikki.
Yes.
Gave us how she laid the law down today.
Exactly. Thank you guys so much for supporting us. We love you guys. Thank you for listening to our shitty little podcast.
Shitty little podcast.
Anyway, how's your week been, Carla?
Close week is over.
Oh, yeah, you survived.
Girl, I survived.
Oh
it
my
was
gosh.
hard. It was easier than the rest because I had one of my massive accounts taken away. Remember I told you about that?
Mm-hmm.
I made it easier, but it was still really hard because since they took that one and I requested it, I have to make sure that my
Everything
shit
is good.
was
Yeah, you have
good.
no excuse now.
Zero excuse.
Yeah, you have no excuse now.
Always have the excuse like, I just have too much work. I can't really analyze because you guys are making me do this other stuff. I
Yeah.
have to do it to get it done.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm like, when I got an email, I'll be terrified. But no, it was good.
Good.
Yeah, it's over and I'm back on my grind because I have T-minus 2 weeks.
Oh, yeah.
Week and a half.
Ugh.
I know.
Did you at least order all your clothes and stuff? Carla's going to Coachella, by the way. That's what we're talking about right now.
Yeah.
And she's in panic mode because
I'm fat.
I was gonna try to figure out a nicer way to say it. But she's been getting ready to get ready
For a long time.
for a long time.
It's just...
And it's just never happening because it's like, okay, I'm about to do this and that. And then I go on your IG story and it's like, why is she eating cheese fries?
I just ate some today.
That don't look like you get ready for Coachella.
I know, but...
But, I mean, Cardi B's pregnant. So just act like you wearing a Cardi B costume or something.
Oh my God.
You know how when people go to Beyonce concerts, you'll see it. They wear outfits from her videos.
Not when she was pregnant.
So you could do that though.
Okay.
You could do that. You
gonna
could
go in
wear
there
the
with a
black
whole
and white
white-
dress that she wore on SNL.
I actually love that green wig.
Yeah.
So dope.
I like the hairstyle, but not the wig color.
I love
But
the
I
wig
can't. I
color.
couldn't pull off that hairstyle. My head too big.
Your head, bro, I hate taking pictures next to you because my head is twice the size of yours.
But I still have a big head. Yours just bigger. Both of us have big heads.
You don't have a big head.
I do. It's long. I have a
Where?
long head. Right here.
Well,
on my.
you
on
need
my,
to go to a
on
psychologist.
my neck. That's what your head's going, right? I couldn't think
No,
of. I was
you
going to say on
have
my
a
shoulders.
tiny head.
I do not. I have a long head.
No, you could probably be abnormally small.
No.
Yes.
Okay, you guys, go on the Shit I'm 30 podcast comments and let me know. Do I have a big head?
Actually, we had that picture where we're hugging each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, where my head goes from the top of your head all the way down to your titties. So let's talk about who had a big fucking head, okay?
That is hilarious. I gotta go back and look at that.
Yeah, go look
Well,
at that.
I thought I had a big head. I know I can't pull off a shortcut like that.
You could, but
No,
whatever.
I would look like a boy. A soft boy, too. One who gets beat up every day. Do people just come take my girlfriend? No.
Just take them. The hell you been doing though? I feel like I haven't talked to you as much since I've been busy.
I know. What have I been doing?
Shit, I don't know.
I've been trying to figure things out.
Yeah?
Yeah, that's what I've been doing. I'm just blanket it like that. I've been trying to figure stuff out.
If you don't give me some tea, you ain't been doing nothing?
No, I
haven't gone on any dates?
Have I been on a date? No, I haven't been on a date.
Ugh.
No.
Oh.
I mean, you don't gotta sound so disgusted by it.
I wanted some cool
No,
stuff. I have the same date guy, so I guess can't be that much fun.
I have a pretty cool date planned at the end of the month. I'll talk about it if it actually comes through.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Is it gonna be out the country?
Out of the city.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Well, I'm excited. Okay.
I like getaway dates. One thing I was thinking about the other day is, the reason I've been turning people down is because they want to take me to eat. I don't want to go eat.
Didn't we just talk about this?
I don't want to go eat.
I sent you Courtney's picture, and I'm like, gosh, she's such goals. But she's like gluten free, grain free, any type of good food free. Like, okay, you look amazing, but I'll take the good food before I take the body.
It's not even just that, like, right? Like, I'm not saying I don't want to eat, but if I want to go to like a restaurant, rather than going there on a date, I'd rather go there with like you or like my friends. You know what I mean? Like, but when it comes to dating, I don't know. I just don't want to go eat. I feel like I just done that a million times. And I also don't necessarily like going to expensive restaurants anymore. Like, I feel like it's so wasteful.
It's not even wasteful. I like better to go to Hole in the Walls.
Exactly.
The food is so much better.
It's so much better.
The vibe is amazing.
Exactly. Yeah.
The service is way better also because I feel like in those expensive restaurants, they're trying to get their money. They're like bottle hoes.
Exactly.
They're over here trying to get a good tip, trying to upsell you a $300 bottle of wine that tastes like wood.
Yeah.
I don't want that.
No, let's go to a hole in the wall for an experience. But like, if you're trying to impress me by taking me to like a $150, $200 meal, I'm like, you don't make good decisions.
Take me to the mall with that. Buddy.
Right? Exactly.
Buy me a pair of shoes.
Mm-hmm.
A couple of them.
So I can walk all over you. No, just playing.
Walk out your life right after you
buy them. So I guess that's why, because it's like they like, oh, let's go eat. I don't want to go eat. I'd actually even like I'd rather like eat. I don't want to go eat. I don't know.
That's why you're pretty and like very fit. What I just
maybe I'm just going through a phase.
What I don't want to finish doing today.
We can go sit somewhere and talk. I don't know.
We can talk while we eat. Yeah. In between bites. I like it.
Mm-hmm. And then it's also like when you go to the restaurant, right? Everybody there videoing like that they at the restaurant. Like girls like, oh, my expensive bag next to my expensive plate. Like,
and that doesn't.
Yeah, no.
I just like to put my big old plate full of something fat and yummy and then put me with my mouth full.
And then, you know what else? I don't want to leave the house. So I'd much rather Uber Eats, right, and watch a movie. But I don't want you in my house either. So
we just got a problem.
So what we can do is I eat my food and you eat yours. And maybe you just video chat me for 10 minutes and then leave me alone. I'm going through a phase right now. I don't want to be bothered. Is that bad?
No, you're still young.
Like, I legit don't be wanting to go on a date. Like,
that's because you're preoccupied with everything else.
That's probably what it is. That's probably what it is.
Definitely what it is. You're busy, you're having thoughts, you're working, and right now you don't have time to be bothered or waste time going for a meal when you got
with somebody and then with somebody that I know I don't like already. That's another bad thing about it. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I was one of those girls who would accept a meal knowing I don't really necessarily like you like that, because it's like, ooh, let's go to what is like, you know, like
Morton,
something like that. But it's like now I won't even do that.
You can buy it yourself.
Yeah, I will.
Really want that that meal,
right? Yeah.
Yeah, no. So let's get a little bit into our topic.
Okay.
It's about parenting. Fun. Sometimes. Not so fun. Other times.
Fun. Stressful. Exciting.
I found a gray hair right here on like my sideburns. Is that considered a sideburn?
Yeah. Or a baby hair?
Oh.
I don't know.
Well, that girl that I beat up in 7th grade, she told me I look like a man, so it could be a sideburn.
Oh my gosh. I think, no, men and women have sideburns, Carla.
Well, Spanish people have more of us. We're hairy.
Yeah.
So, like, I have a mustache and everything, girl.
That's not just Spanish people, but Spanish people are hairier.
I'm so hairy.
Yeah.
Anywho, back to the point was that we're going to talk about how did we get to me being hairy? God damn it. You got to keep me focused.
How did we get here?
I
look, it would not be a Shit I'm 30 podcast without us getting off topic.
At all.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to get off topic.
So I'm just going to embrace it.
Yeah.
But yeah, this week we're going to talk about what? Parenting.
Yes. And we're going to touch into, let's start with the celebrity one.
Okay.
Before we ask about like our style of parenting, you told me about something that's going on right now with Rob Kardashian. What is that?
Yes. So on the Shade Room earlier this week. Allegedly, I'm gonna say allegedly because I don't know if it's a fact, and you know,
it's the Shade Room. You know, it's real.
I don't know.
What you mean? That is the number one news source in our urban community. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, they're saying that Rob Kardashian is requesting a clause be into their parenting agreement that both of them have to wait a 6-month period of dating someone before baby dream can be introduced to that person. You do it so well.
Do I?
Yeah, no.
That was better.
I think that's like a Spanish thing too. Like you guys have that R, that.
Yeah, it's.
Yeah, I sound more like a cat, like a purring cat. But yeah, so what are your thoughts on that? What do you think about this 6-month rule?
I think it's a great rule.
It is.
Because it's China.
And she's probably had 3 boyfriends in the last 6 months.
They weren't even boyfriends. She was just out here sucking penis and, you know, doing whatever for a couple dollars. Yeah. So I think she definitely needs it. I mean, we don't really know what Rob is doing and what he isn't doing, but we can tell that he's not doing it with the baby around.
Yeah.
So when he has the baby, from what we can see, because he doesn't snap or like show much, he's just with the family, with the baby, hanging out. Yeah. And China's out here, you know, sucking dick while Dream is in the other room, you know? She ain't even sucking it right, and she got Dream next door. Like, teach the girl how to do it right.
No, don't, Carla. Don't,
that was bad parenting advice.
That was horrible parenting advice. Oh, my gosh. I got to clutch my pearls.
Yeah. You just clutch your titties.
Oh.
No, yeah, she definitely needs a 6 month. And the fact that I love that you told me that he said for both of them. Yeah. So he wasn't like, oh, you can't because you a hoe.
Right.
But I can't because
I'm
better.
Falling in love quick, too. So it's a good rule for both of them.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think he's conscious of that. And that's a good thing for him. And it shows growth that he's conscious of the fact that, you know what, I need to do the same thing.
Absolutely.
So, yeah.
She needs a good rule. And I think it's even a rule that, like, we could apply, like, you know, regular people to our lives. Like 6 months, like, I feel like, you know, then if you're going to have a relationship with that person or not, like if it's going to be a little bit longer term, you can kind of see better.
I'm trying to think of how long I waited.
I'm not going to lie. I haven't always lived by that 6-month rule. I didn't always have that.
Me either.
Yeah. And it can be hard when you're a single parent. Like them, they have nannies and stuff. Yeah,
and it's also easier when you're sharing the custody.
Right.
Because I could say, oh, well, when she's gone for that weekend, that's when we'll hang out. I haven't had that since her dad's been gone. Right. So she's always home. In order for me to do anything, it's when she's here. But since I had my dad and she would spend time with my parents, when I started dating Jay, she left for a month to Puerto Rico with my parents. And that entire month, it was just him and I. Ayana wasn't around. She came back. And it was just, I was still hiding. We were hiding it for a while.
Oh, yeah. I feel like you definitely have to do that. Or if you're like introducing them, you know, the guy who came on the live and kind of lied about it. A good strategy is to like introduce them as a friend, right? So if they're around, it's like a group environment thing, not necessarily a one-on-one. Yeah. No holding hands, no hugging, no kissy, you know, nothing like that.
No sleeping in the same bed with the baby.
That's a good way to see how they are around your child without necessarily letting your child know, hey, this is my boo. You know what I mean?
You can see their interaction and how they react or react to certain things while the baby's around.
Yeah.
Because I feel like some people, and I've seen it, where they start dating someone a week later, they're sleeping in the same bed. They're horrible. Leaving them and letting them babysit their kid, and that what happens all the time. I don't even have to pull up a specific instance where the boyfriend or the girlfriend kills the baby somehow, and it's that's not the parent. You just started dating.
You're not disciplining my child. You are not disciplining my child.
After a while of being around?
I ain't never made it that far. But yeah, that's and I think that's something that actually on the live Jonathan kind of touched on, because it's like, you know, you want the person to come in, right, and kind of love your child as your own, but at the same time, you'd be like, oh, but no, that's my baby, right?
I think with my relationship now, he doesn't discipline at all. Because sometimes I will tell him, though, tell her no.
Yeah.
Take it away. Because he'll go in there and be like, your mama said, come on, man.
Right.
Just tell her, no, you're not supposed to be doing that.
Right.
You know you're grounded, put the computer away. But he'll just go and call me and be like, hey, and whispering too. Oh, yeah, I don't have a computer. Hey.
Wait, he's a snitch.
He snitches. And I'm like, he's the biggest snitch, which is cool. I know he's attentive and he's seeing that she's doing something wrong, but I feel like at this point, I don't mind. Well, I don't want him to go in there screaming at her, but he can say, hey, your mom said don't do this.
Absolutely.
Or you shouldn't be doing that.
Right.
Or because at her age, she's almost 13. She knows she's not supposed to have the dog in here.
Absolutely.
So he can tell her, hey, you're not supposed to be in here. Get out.
Yeah.
Or don't play with the salt like she was doing the other day. I don't know, for whatever reason. Yes,
like
girl,
salt
eating
and
the
pepper?
salt. Yes, at the restaurant. Just, girl. That's the part of parenting when you're just like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah.
And whose
you
kid
ever have
are
those
you?
moments where you be like, is my kid stupid? Like, what?
Yes.
What just happened?
I'm like, they switched her at birth.
Yeah.
This
you
kid
be like,
cannot
you
be
like,
mine.
wait a minute. Like, and those be some scary moments too. You be like, like, oh my gosh. This was today. We were cleaning because, Sunday, we be cleaning. I'm in the kitchen cooking, and Michaela's cleaning her bathroom. And next thing you know, she comes and she brings the kitchen sponge back, and she puts it on the counter. And I said, wait a minute, what'd you just do? And she's like, I wiped down my bathroom counter with that sponge. I was like, that's a dishes sponge. Like, you don't use the kitchen sponge in the bathroom. And she's like, you told me to. I said, I know, I never told you that. And I was like, let me explain to you why. In the bathroom, you have lots of hair. In your kitchen, you don't ever want to have hair. The moment you see hair in your food or in a dish, even though you know it's like your hair, it's gross. Yeah. So that's why you don't use them in the same place. I'm like, please don't ever do that again. This is where
I really thought you were going to say she came back and she cleaned the toilet with a sponge.
Oh, no. She wiped the counter. And then, like, as soon as I picked it up, it was hair. I'm like, oh, my God.
Yeah.
The thing is, though, I've been seeing hair. And I'm like, maybe, and I know the previous owner had a dog, and I'm like, this is horrible. Like, I had somebody come in and deep clean, but I'm like, did this lady like do a half job? This girl probably been wiping the bathroom. I'm so embarrassed. She probably been wiping her bathroom counter with my kitchen sponge for a little minute. I told her, no, I didn't, baby. No.
You gotta get her. I have a sponge in the bathroom for her, although she doesn't really have to clean the bathroom, but
yeah, I'm like, no,
I can't teach her how to clean because I'm not very good at it.
No, Carla, you gotta make her have the basics, bruh. You don't want her to grow up and be a dirty girl.
No, well, yeah, because I don't like to be in a dirty space.
Right.
It actually annoys me. I can't even if my house is dirty, I don't want to get out of bed.
Right? Yeah, I know.
It's the worst feeling, which is why when
feeling.
my cleaning lady goes out of town, it really pisses me off. Like, what did you think? You think you can take a vacation? No, you can't. You cannot take a goddamn vacation. So I do like for her to like make her bed and not leave stuff in her bathroom or clean the floor because she sheds like a dog. So I'm like, make sure you clean the floor off the bathroom. Does she do a good job? No, because I tell her to do it, and then it's still like half her head on the floor.
Yeah.
What'd you clean? Yeah, but we're working on it. I think. Anyways, but when it comes to I don't know how we got here, but the 6-month rule, keep it.
Yeah, I think it's a good idea. I think it's a good idea for everybody.
Yeah, I think everybody should have it. I think we all have, some people have a good judgment, but we also, if you just met someone, you don't really know who they are.
Right. No. And then aside from judgment, right, you just never know if it's going to work out or not. And you don't want to be introducing so many people. They do. And you just don't want to be introducing so many people. So I say if you can, strict 6-month rule. If you can't, then try to get creative with it. Don't necessarily be introducing
them. Don't move them in right away. Yeah. Don't do that.
Yeah, no, you're not. I can't live with nobody if I have a kid.
No?
It has to be like real serious.
Oh.
Like like put a ring on it serious.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, no.
I did that twice.
Really?
Yeah, last time I got robbed, remember? Bad parenting choice. Actually, he was really good. He was actually really good.
Until he was really bad.
Until he was really fucking bad.
Because then he steal some of Ayana's stuff too?
He stole her weed, dog. And the laptop. You know what? I forgot to say on the last show that he also took my wedding ring.
That is so horrible.
Yes, girl.
Did you ever see him after that?
I've never seen him again.
Good.
Never seen him again. It's good.
That's horrible.
Maybe he like moved out of state.
His mama should have taught him better.
Right?
Since we're talking about parenting.
Since we're talking about that, he didn't really speak to his mom.
That is one thing. When I first meet you, if you have a bad relationship with your mom or if you're disrespectful to your mom, like, I already know, like, this is not going to go nowhere. I was on a first date with this guy. And, we're talking about our backgrounds and stuff like that. And he was talking about his mom and dad. And he said that his mom was stupid.
Oh.
First date. He was like, yeah, my mom's stupid.
But stupid
my
in what
dad
sense?
cheats
Not like a
on
joke.
her all the time, and he
Oh.
treats her bad, and she's still there. And I ain't never talked to him again.
Really?
Really?
Well, he was really close with his sister, and all the siblings were really close. It was something going on. I can't remember what it was. It was something going on with the mom. Mm. But everybody else was super close.
Yeah. But if you disrespect your mom, you're surely not gonna respect me.
He was crazy.
Yeah.
I know he was crazy.
So I'm like, he calling his mama stupid. It's the first date. I'm gonna be a dumb bitch in a minute.
You're right.
So how are you parented?
Boy, I think I did the parenting at home.
Really?
No, I was rough. It was rough for my parents. I can look back now because I didn't respect any type of authority.
Really?
Since I was younger. But it was more because of respect. I'm still the same way. Mm-hmm. If you don't respect me, I won't respect you. Mm-hmm. And if you don't respect yourself, what I gotta respect you for?
Yeah. So you don't feel like your parents respected you?
I felt like I didn't have a say. I was a middle child. Plus, I was tough. I've always had my own opinion. I've always had my own way of looking at things. And I feel like I wasn't allowed to express myself. I remember we did karate. My dad was very strict. And we did karate, and they wanted me to come here to the States to fight. You see, I've been fighting all my life. And my dad didn't allow us to.
I had to fight.
Yes, I did. And he didn't allow us to come over here. He didn't allow me to come to the States. And my mom wasn't allowed to bring me. He was just like, no. And we never came to that fight. I remember that. And I'm just thinking back, I don't know. I just feel like there wasn't respect there from them to each other and from them to us, or communication, I shall say. So maybe there was respect, but I didn't feel it because there was no communication.
So you were fighting to be heard, most likely.
Yes.
Yeah.
I wanted to be seen, and even if it was through negative actions, that would give me attention.
Yeah.
So I would do it through negative or positive, and if it meant like let's go one-on-one, then we was gonna go one-on-one.
What do you mean?
Fight at anybody. I remember one time I almost hit my grandma. Oh my God. Listen, I think I fought everybody in my family.
Wow.
But it was a matter of respect, the way they spoke to me. I just didn't want to be spoken that way. Spoken to that way. So they would scream a lot at me. And this reminds me a lot of my dad. And my grandma would tell me stories about him. And it's like he was hyper. I think he had like ADD. Probably did. Mm-hmm. So they didn't know how to handle him. So they would just beat him all the time. Scream at him and beat him. Scream at him and beat him. So then he would be even worse. Mm-hmm. So I felt that was like they didn't really understand me or try to understand me. And I feel like my mom is very set in her ways. Mm-hmm. And it's what she says and how she thinks. And if you don't think that way, too bad.
Right.
Her way is the right way. So it's like I never got to really express myself or be understood. I could maybe say what I wanted to say.
Yeah.
But it's like, okay, now you said it. It's what I say. Even if your way is kind of wrong. Or there could have been certain compromises. But yeah, that's what happened to me. Mm. That's why I ended up like this. But I try to change some of that with Ayana.
Yeah.
I do. I try to have more communication with her. And I'm still very strict. But I listen to what she has to say. And at times I'm like, nope, what I say is right. But at other times I'm like, you know what? Maybe I can be more lenient with what you're saying. And I let her do certain things that she might want if they're not that serious.
Yeah.
So I try not to be. But my parents were there. I can say they were always there. Mm-hmm. But sometimes just physically being there all the time doesn't make up for not listening and not communicating.
They were there, but they made you feel like you weren't there. Like
Correct.
you were invisible.
I wasn't like, sometimes I just wasn't good enough.
Yeah.
I was good enough for certain things, like fighting.
You were good enough as long as you were doing what they wanted you to do.
Correct.
Yeah.
So how are you parented? I feel like we were very differently parented.
Yeah. So I was raised by a single mom, and my mom has 5 kids.
Boy, there was no TV back in the day.
Yeah, no, there wasn't. So my mom was strict. Like, I feel like I grew up in like kind of like kind of sad to say, but kind of like a traditional single mom household. So like she wasn't there a lot because it was only her, so she had to work. So like my older sister and my older brother like were in charge a lot. Like,
how much older?
My oldest brother is 4 years older than me, and my sister is 3 years older than me.
Okay, so it wasn't that much.
Yeah, and then I also had like older cousins there too. Like it was always a bunch of us. Like we used to have a lot of
people.
But because my mom had so much kids, like there wasn't really opportunities to get like a lot of individual attention. Usually if you were getting attention, it's because you did something wrong. Oh. You know what I mean? Like, so So yeah, you didn't necessarily get a lot of attention because my mom had so many kids, and then also my mom didn't express like. I don't remember my mom saying I love you.
My mom never did.
Yeah,
that I can remember.
I remember the first time I remember my mom saying I love you, I told her I love you, and it was like older. When I was older, you know what I mean, and I got comfortable saying it. Like, so yeah, we didn't say I love you, but it's like, of course, I knew she loved me because I saw the sacrifices that she made.
Right.
Yeah, but yeah. So you know, you didn't necessarily get a lot of attention. My mom was strict. Yeah.
Were there a lot of rules at home?
Yeah. I think it was like kind of like unspoken rules, or maybe like my older siblings taught us the rules, which was when my mom got home from work, the house had to be clean. It was 5 of us, like in the house. You would think she lived there by herself. That house was so clean. Yeah,
oh, wow.
And like during the summers, like you weren't allowed in the house.
Wait,
no, you had to stay outside and play. And let you come in that house one too many times, you about to get a whooping. Y'all ain't finna be coming in and out this house.
Oh my god.
Yeah, but it was like fun though. Like we didn't look at it as punishment because it was like all of us out there playing. My daughter does not like. If I told my daughter to go outside and play, she would be like, "What?
What is outside?
Right?
What is there to do?
There's heat out there, and there's no TV, and no iPad, and no Wi-Fi.
It's so different.
It's so
I used to get on my bike and leave.
We used to hate being in the house.
Yeah, I wasn't never really in the house.
No, everything was outside.
I was on my bike out playing kickball.
They do not want to leave the house. They do not want to leave the house.
But honestly, would you let her leave?
No, I wouldn't. Like, I was thinking about it when she was younger. I'd be like, oh, I wish it was like kids in the neighborhood for her to play with. But I would probably be sitting out there watching her play.
Right. I live in a cul-de-sac. There's no one here.
Yeah.
The cars don't even come by here. And she wasn't even allowed to play up front.
Yeah.
Ayana was not allowed to go anywhere. Mm-mm. So it's and then I think about how we grew up, and I used to get on my bike, leave the neighborhood, be gone in neighbors' houses, just everybody's house,
be so far food. Exactly.
Like their father, the moms would be like, okay, come on, baby, like,
right.
You can come
and it
eat
wasn't
this.
like it was a cell phone for your parents to call you and be like, hey, where are you?
There was no phones.
No.
Now I'm thinking about it. Did they care about me? Because I was gone for hours.
We'd be gone.
They didn't know where I was.
Gone.
Wow,
yeah.
Things changed so much.
Fun,
yeah, I wish they would have gotten some of that, though.
Yeah.
Now they're just on YouTube and wanting to be on Instagram. Yeah. And I don't know. It's so different.
What's something about your mother when it comes to parenting that you recognize in yourself that maybe you're like, ugh, if I ever do this?
I'll tell you exactly what it is. So, to be completely transparent, I grew up my entire life saying I don't want to be like her.
Really?
Every single moment of my life, I said I don't want any traits of her because my daddy was a dog. And there was I just didn't feel like she was a strong woman. But to me, the definition of a strong woman was you don't let nobody walk all over you because I was taught to fight.
Right.
So it's like, why are you not fighting? Why are you not doing your own thing? He taught me I got to do everything on my own. Why isn't she doing the same thing?
Yeah.
So as a kid, I said, I want to be just like my daddy. And that's just what I did. And I noticed that she is a very judgmental person. So I'm always like, anybody can do what they want. I'm not judgmental. I found myself and noticed myself judging like a motherfucker. Like, what the fuck was I doing? Like, some people doing things that I'm like, why she out here sucking everybody dick? Carla, what is it any of your fucking business? You being your mama right now. Why are you worried about somebody being a hoe?
Right.
That's none of your business.
Right.
They're having fun. Now I'm looking at her like,
that
okay,
hilarious.
if that's what they like to do, that's what they like to do.
You're like, my mom's so judgmental, and you just judging in another way.
I'm judging, and sometimes in the same ways. Like she, I know gays and homosexuality. I don't know if it's an older, that generation also, because it wasn't as open as it is for us. But I don't have a problem with anybody being gay. And whenever I hear it's like, they're going to hell, I'm like, well, so are you. So are you a little judgy mother sucker? So she was so judgmental to the point where I can tell you the tattoo I have right here says what?
Only God can judge me.
So the day that I got this tattoo, she had Ayana. Ayana was in Puerto Rico. I went to the tattoo parlor the day that I knew they were coming back. And I got it tattooed. So it's fresh. So, you know, they put the whole bandage thing on, so I had a tank top on. And I knew when I showed up, she was going to go off.
She's going to just fall right out.
It was my second tattoo. The first one I got in Spain, and girl, you would have thought that I was out there selling ass when I came back with this thing. It was so bad. So I knew they were going to ask me what it say. And so she had this like attitude like, oh, what is that? Then I said, oh, well, let me show you. And I pulled it out and I said, read it. And she said, turned around and walked away.
Oh.
Then you finished reading it. And those are certain things that I know I've done just because I've been so tired of being judged. When I'm just like, I'm not a bad person. I've never done anything bad. Just sometimes I'm only good enough for certain things.
Right.
So I feel like sometimes I'll do that and I'll see that in myself and I've seen it and I'm like, oh no, that's not a good trait.
Yeah.
I think I've picked that up. That I don't want to pick it up.
Right. Well, it's good that you recognize it and you try not to do it and you work on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about you?
Let me see. My mom will cut you with her words.
Ooh.
Oh, she will cut you deep. Like, the stuff that will come out my mom's mouth, it'll be like, how would you even mix those curse words together? Like, how would you, like, come up with that? Like, that's clever. It's very mean and very hurtful, but really, like, I didn't even think those two go together. Like, you just really put that together. Like,
I've seen you when you will tell, like, remember there were times that you wanted to cuss certain people out and then you would just tell me what you wanted to say so you wouldn't tell them?
Yes.
Ooh.
Yes. And I get that from my mom, and my mom gets that from her mom. Like, I've seen my grandma do it. Like, so yeah. But just like you with the judging from your mom, I know that, you know, I can cut people with my words, especially men. Oof. Especially men. And that's like a horrible thing that I used to do in relationships, because it's like, I said it and I didn't mean it, but like they like thinking on that for days. Like, because it came from somewhere. Yes, it came from somewhere.
Man, hold on. When you throw out, you got a little dick.
So yeah,
they sit there in the bathroom checking their shit for 3 days. Like, can I make it grow?
My mom. Oh my gosh, her mouth. Like, my mom, and she don't even try to check it. Just like your mom don't try to check her judgment. Like, she's like, what? Like,
you got a problem with it? Deal with it.
Yeah.
I've been told that so many times. If you don't like what I said, or you don't like the way I feel, or the way it's your problem. That's for you to deal with.
Yeah. I'm just like my sister had a baby. My older sister had her first child.
I know, she's so
cute. And I don't know what happened at the hospital. But without saying too much, because, you know, it's my sister's business, not mine. But the baby daddy upset my mom, and my mom told him, man, F you and your mama. Like, these people are being integrated into our family. Like, you can't do that. Like,
the day of the baby's birth.
Yes.
Baby came into the room and he's fuck you and your mama.
Right. Just right there too. I'm like, Mom, you did what? You thought that? No, I said it. Like, yeah.
And she didn't take it back.
No, she didn't take it back. My grandma probably would have said the same thing. She probably would have been right behind her. Like,
what she said.
Exactly.
Dang.
Yeah. Crazy.
That's tough.
So both of us had our kids when we were younger, right?
Young as hell.
Yeah.
Well, you're not.
I
so
was 19.
Much. Why did I feel like you were 21? Oh, because we have the difference in age.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why are you putting these numbers out here?
My bad. I didn't say any numbers.
Yeah. But so what advice would you go back and give yourself from things that you know now? When you found out you were pregnant, what would you go back and tell yourself?
I feel like I knew I was going to be a good mom. I didn't think I was going to be a bad mom. But I would tell myself, just take it slow. It's okay to... There's not just one path, which is what I was made to believe at that time. You fucked up. Your life is over. You're never going to be successful now because now you have a baby at 18. Like, it's over. And I did. I lost a scholarship for basketball. My life as I knew it was over. So I wasn't going to be an athlete anymore.
Right.
Because I had complications. I couldn't leave my baby anywhere. And I wanted to be a mom before being a ball player. So I would tell myself, baby girl, that life is over, but there's a newer one and a better one.
Right.
And you're going to be so fucking fly when you're 30, okay? And you know what? Your baby going to be off to college and you're going to be fine as fuck. So don't worry about it right now. I would tell myself, don't eat all that rice and beans that your grandma keeps giving you, because I got so fat.
Really?
So fat. Because I had a C-section. And I just sat there eating. But yeah, I would tell myself, there's a new life coming, and everything's fine. Yeah. Don't worry about it. That life is over. No problem. A newer and better one is coming.
Yeah. I probably would give myself some advice very similar to that, because like from the moment I found out I was pregnant, I knew I was going to be doing it on my own, as far as like, you know, her dad not being around. So I was terrified, and I didn't enjoy it. You know what I mean? I was stressed out my whole pregnancy. I was stressed out, you know, when she was born. I went back and got a job when she was only 3 weeks old. So I didn't get to sit there.
When you told me that.
I didn't get to sit there and like enjoy being a mom. You know what I mean? Right. And I've been like, I was so scared that like, you know, I was going to mess up or something bad was going to happen or I wasn't going to be able to do it. So I would tell myself, like, it's going to be okay. And, like, enjoy your baby.
I had a baby for a long time.
Yeah.
Just for her being, like, so little. Mm-hmm. How much was Michaela? How much did she weigh?
7 pounds, 7 ounces.
Damn.
Yeah.
She was a nice, healthy baby.
Yeah, she was.
Did she grow fast?
She was a fat baby. But I was a fat baby. And she didn't start walking until a long time. She would hop around on her butt. It was like the weirdest thing.
Well, no, I had a baby for a long time because her being a preemie, I didn't walk till 2 and some change.
Yeah.
She didn't start crawling until over a year. Mm-hmm. Like, I had a baby for a long time, which is why sometimes I'm like, I don't need another one.
And now we have teenagers. Both of our kids are going to be 13 this
Yours
year.
in like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Is it
like 2 Saturdays from now?
Wow.
Yeah.
And mine a month.
Yeah.
In a month and a half.
Yeah.
Sick.
Teenagers.
You want me to tell you what I did today?
Yeah.
Well, it's on my story, so my followers will see it. I let her drive my car.
Get out.
Right before we got here.
Tell her not to tell Michaela.
Oh. So her dad let her do it, I think, twice in Fort Lauderdale. So she's been on my ass about letting her drive. Mm-hmm. So I had a couple drinks at brunch. And we're on our way back, and Jay was driving, and there was a big empty parking lot, like behind some warehouses. Mm-hmm. And I was like, stop right here. Because she's been talking about this driver's test nonstop for like a week now. She's like, when I get my driver's test, dude, you're not even 13 yet. Relax. So I told him to stop. I let her get on the driver's seat. She gets on, does the whole changing the mirrors, and she's ready to go. All right. I'm like, all right, you ready? Yeah. All of a sudden, you hear, she still had it parked, hitting the gas, like she was going to go on a NASCAR race.
Well, I'm glad it was still parked, because it sounded like she put the pedal to the metal. Oh, my gosh.
I freaked the fuck out.
Yeah.
I said, oh, my God, what are you doing? Then I look down, and I see that she has her left foot on the brake and her right foot on the gas. We just took her to do go-karting at Andretti's.
Oh, and you do that.
So you have both feet. So I said, what are you doing? And she goes, oh, yeah. So I said, okay, let's go through a few things first.
I would have said, okay, backseat.
Yeah. So I let her go like a little bit around. She wasn't too bad. She still has to like get, when you go gas too hard or brake too hard. So it maybe 5 minutes. And then I was like, all right, get to the back. Oh, what can I drive again? No. This is enough. No more. But that, I was like shocked. I'm like, wow.
Oh my gosh.
I'm letting her drive my car.
Yeah. That I'm not anywhere near ready for that. So please tell her to keep that to herself. I know they go to school tomorrow.
She's going to go hyped as fuck.
Like, no. I am not ready for that.
Big empty parking lot.
I'm not ready. And then what's even scarier about that is like, I know that it's so normal to be like texting and driving and snapping and driving. Like, that scares me so bad.
Yeah, but I think we can teach them from now to not do it. There is like certain apps where I think there's some apps where if you're driving, it'll like reply to the person saying you're driving, like you'll text them back. Or I think it'll be easier for them to learn from the beginning not to do it. Like I saw my dad doing it.
Yeah.
I saw my mom on the phone all the time.
Yeah.
Like, So maybe even though they're seeing us, if we kind of train them into it, not much we can do once they start driving.
I know, that's what I'm scared of.
I'm seeing it because
I'm scared of, I don't want her to drive.
They're 13.
She's kind of clumsy.
Look at mine. She has zero coordination.
We can practice driving at 17.
Oh.
I'll be ready for it then.
Oh, hell.
Anyway, what's the most challenging thing about parenting, and how do you handle it?
I think it's now for me.
Yeah.
We're going through a rough stage of morals and doing things right. And she has now her own personality and her own way of thinking. So it's like, I can't tell her how to think. I can't tell her how to feel either. And she's very different from me. So my challenge is, how do I understand her and how do I make her understand me? Because it's a little bit easier for me to understand her because I have more experience in life. And she has none. What does she have? Baby alive dolls and dirty diapers. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's no life experience there for her to teach her anything. And when you hear someone telling you, oh, I know what's best for you, when you have an experience that sometimes you don't want to hear it.
Right.
So my challenge right now is getting her to understand that I'm doing certain things for the best of her and trying to understand her and who she is as a young lady.
Yeah.
Because she's going to be different. And I can't kind of tell her what to do anymore. When she was 5, 6, 7,
it was
you
so
wipe
easy.
your ass this way.
It was so easy.
You put your shoes on this way. If I say go right, you go right. If I say sit down, you sit down. Now I tell her to sit down. She's like, but why?
Exactly.
If I can sit here and this other side, or if I can stand up and do it. So that's the biggest challenge for me.
Yeah.
What is yours?
Stepping back and letting her do it. Like, not having so much control. Because I'd be quick to step in, like, and just do stuff for her or tell her exactly what to do. So I'm trying to step back and let her do more things on her own and figure out things on her own versus, like, solving the problem for her.
Figure out what?
It could be anything. It could be how to clean a bathroom, like we just said.
She figured it out on her own.
Right, exactly. Yeah, all types of stuff, like issues with her friends, issues with her schoolwork, even if it be a conversation with her teacher. I'm trying to push her back to have the conversation herself first.
Right.
Because I want to teach her how to, like, talk to adults and deal with things. I feel like our parents really kept us in a stay in a child's place type thing. And, like, that held us back from, like, learning things at an earlier age or being ready for the world.
You stayed in your place?
I did.
See, I didn't. And that's where my challenge comes in, because I definitely did not stay in my place.
So, you know, you're getting back what you did.
Correct.
So you just got to breathe and just...
I do. You know what I think? I think about the end of the race. This is a marathon, and I have become a great person. So all I think about when I'm going through these times, and I dead ass think about this, is like, she's going to be so strong.
Yeah.
She is going to get through anything. She's going to be a strong woman. But right now, she's finna get this strong ass whooping. You know, I'm finna... So, yeah, I think about the end of it. But, yeah.
What about dating a guy with kids?
I'm dating a guy with a kid.
You are dating a guy with a kid. How old is his son?
8 now.
Okay.
It's been really hard for me because of the mother situation, and it hasn't been very blended.
Yeah.
So I didn't have an issue dating a guy with a kid because I had a kid.
Right.
And
yeah.
Like, who am I to tell you exactly. To have a kid?
And sometimes it can make things easier because it's like, okay, we can go do things with our kids.
Yes.
And it's not like I got to drag you along to do some kiddie stuff.
And that was my struggle with this relationship for so many years.
Yeah.
We can do things together.
Right. Yeah.
Why do we both go to the movies, watch the same movie at different movie theaters?
Oh.
I don't know, girl. Now that I think about it, I'm like, why did I deal with it? But then I trained myself to say I don't care. So I was for a couple of years, I just said I don't care about anything, and it didn't bother me just because I exited out of my life. We now have gotten to a way better space where we hang out. He'll come over, we go out to do things together, and I love it. It's not often because he is with his mom a lot, and they travel or to do whatever. But I don't mind it. If I didn't have a kid, it'd be a different story.
Yeah.
I don't think I would want someone with a kid.
Yeah. Like, I've seen, like, girls, like, feel away when a guy says he doesn't want to date someone with kids. I don't. Bye. See ya. And, you know, that's probably for the best because you're probably not good to be around kids. Right. So I appreciate that.
You should appreciate.
One of the first things I'm letting you know is I have a kid. So if that's not cool for you, please say bye.
You know that I've seen some people that don't say they have a kid right away, and I'm just like,
no,
that's that's your life.
Yeah.
Like, bitch, what the fuck you doing with your kid that you're not telling them? Like, who are you then?
Right. Yeah.
That's who you go home to. That's who you put to bed. That's who you feed. That's who you're working. That's where most of your money goes. Because my goddamn money go all to my kid. So you're lying to him. Basically, you're being someone who you're not if you're not telling them you're a parent.
Yeah.
So right away, I feel like that person that you're dating should know that you're a mom or a dad.
If I didn't know somebody had a kid and I've been dating them for longer than a week,
that's a problem.
We're done because you're a deadbeat dad.
Right.
You got to be a deadbeat dad. You ain't mentioned your child not one time.
Because if I text you that, oh, what you doing today? And I don't.
Or I just got off the phone with my kid or something. I don't know. Like, no. But I will say this. So I've dated a few guys with small children, and that's not what it's at. I will not be doing that again, ever. And when I say small, probably anything under the age of 10.
Whoa.
Yeah.
10.
Seriously. I don't want to do
10 is that a bit extreme for you?
No, it's not extreme because I've dated a guy with a 7-year-old and had the same drama that I had with a guy with a 2-year-old. And it's the baby mama drama.
I think that all comes from the man and the boundaries that man sets.
Absolutely. And I don't got time for it. That's why I say these children got to be grown. Y'all got to be on figured out y'all parenting plan. Like, I don't got time for it. I'm not going to be in the middle of it no more.
I feel like there could be a man.
You tell me you had a baby in the last 5 years? Bye-bye.
I actually know. I won't say who it is. but she's dating this guy. Kind of just fucking. But anyway, his son, I think at the time was like 16. Mm-hmm. And they're on and off. And one day she got a text message. I think he texted a picture of the house with his baby mama saying, we're watching a movie right now. Please stop texting. Yeah. So it don't matter. Yes. It don't matter if it's a 2-year-old, a 7-year-old, a 10-year-old, a 15-year-old. That's still a baby mama. And if they want to be back with their baby mama, they're going to be back with their baby mama when the baby is 25.
No. So yeah, that's definitely a valid point. But I would say in most cases, right, they should have it figured out by then. So the excuse is not just like, oh, it's a new baby and they figuring things out. Like, you don't have to, like 5. You don't feel that you have to give them that buffer anymore to figure things out. It's either like, when we first meet, I know right away either y'all got it figured out or y'all don't.
I think by 5, when Ayana's dad and I stopped being together, I think she was going into the 1st grade.
I know, but it's like, I don't know if I want to even deal with that, because even if y'all got it figured out, like, you have to give a 5-year-old a lot more attention than you do a teenager. And I ain't having no more kids.
Teenagers are harder than a 5-year-old because
not for me.
Now you're dealing with a kid that needs so much more attention because they being bad as hell. They need so much more emotional support. Now you guys really need to be together in what you're saying to the kid.
No, it's a lot easier for me parenting my child as a teenager right now or a preteen than it was as a 5-year-old. She was a lot more needy. But at the same time, when you're saying these behavior issues, I ain't dating nobody with no bad kids. Because look, I do not like to be around bad kids. Girl,
it stresses me out.
I can't be around nobody with no bad kids. It's some people who don't discipline their children at all. I'm not saying you have to put your hands on the child, but
you should be able to look at your damn kid and they stop breathing.
Like, people who don't discipline their children, no.
Like, if we're out and I said no, like, I know when I tell
y'all see why I'm single, right? I got all these immediate deal breakers.
The right man with all these expectations exactly. Will come around.
Like, it's ideal if he has a kid already, actually, because I don't want to have any more, right? So if you already have your child, that's actually a good thing. Right. You got yours, I got mine. But I'm not dealing with no baby mama drama, and I'm not dealing with no badass kids. I can't deal with bad kids.
I would like for the baby mama to be married.
Really? You think that stops something?
Hopefully, if they're happily married.
Just like the age don't stop nothing, boo. That wedding ring don't stop nothing.
I think it stops more just because they've moved on.
A lot of times they be unsettled because they want a daddy in that child's life. I've been there, done that. I'm an old woman.
Maybe.
I'm an old woman. I've been here a minute.
Yeah, well, I guess
I'm speaking for your ancestors.
Hopefully, I don't have to go.
I come as one, but represent 100. Ain't that what
Oprah.
Maya Angelou was saying?
I said Oprah. One of them wise women.
Yeah. Mm-mm.
I don't know.
That marriage don't mean nothing.
I think in conclusion, y'all, just don't date nobody with kids. But in 2018,
but it's okay for us to have kids, though.
You know why?
Right.
China is dealing with that boy. Because he has not been old enough to have sex yet or even have a kid.
Yes.
She caught him before puberty.
That brings us to our
shit talk.
China is dating. What's his name? NBA? What's his name?
I think he has a whole bunch of letters like XYCQ Elemental P.
Well, is he really a rapper? Like, what's the song that he has? Y'all,
we gotta find out
Twinkle,
Little Star.
Who Blac Chyna's dating. Let me get my Googles up. We should have figured this out before. Who record?
Okay, this man's name is YBN Almighty J Elemental P.
Don't it sound like a baby, like, superhero name? It sounds
like Captain Underpants.
Exactly.
YBN Almighty J, but the J is Jay. He spelled the J out.
So maybe his real name is Jay.
James.
But he's a baby. He's a baby. And China is 29.
Honestly, he looks like the kids when we take the kids to school, at the girls' school.
Yeah.
That's exactly what they look like. So our shit talk is for China. Baby. What you doing?
Leave people churn alone.
Leave that lady, child,
alone.
Who is his mama?
That's crazy. Because look, if you think about it the other way around, right? Even, I think,
is he half white?
I don't know what he is, but like if it was a man,
because I feel that should be a white
29-year-old man dating an 18-year-old girl, we would be disgusted.
What's his face? Reginae Carter is dating a 27-year-old and she's 18.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, and she's dating Chunchi, Lunchi, Funchi. What the
these
frick
children
is his name?
And these names? These children and these names.
What is Reginae?
YFN, right? YFN Lucci.
Yes. I knew it was some Tuchinchi in there.
All these letters.
It was some cha-cha-cha. Is it YFN you said?
I think it's YFN.
Yes, YFN Lucci.
Lucci.
Yes, girl. I don't know how old. Is that who she's dating?
Anyway, Blac Chyna needs to leave these people churn alone. Like, he is a baby for real. And you got this baby around your babies. Like, really?
And now this baby don't beat up somebody in front of your babies.
That's a shame.
What are you doing? Like, you're too grown.
She tried to take all the kids to the theme park. And you see what happened. They were at the theme park.
Because that's what he wants to do. Go to the theme park.
He wants to do children shit.
I don't get it. What do you have in common? How old is she's about to be 30, isn't she?
She's 29.
She's gonna be because she's finna be in shit. I'm 30
we might not allow her.
You know what?
We might not allow her.
Have to block her ass out.
Yeah, we might have to actually revert her back to 18 herself because that's how she acting.
I just don't understand. What does she have in common with him?
He probably has money. I don't think Chyna has to have much in common with these guys.
You think he has money?
He probably has a couple dollars. You know, it don't take much. She kind of got her own money at this point because she got Rob Kardashian check.
He's verified on Instagram.
Girl,
I'm confused.
Listen, I don't know.
Well, I don't know much about the rap game.
Yeah.
So he got a big stack of money by his ear, but is it his money or is it the child support money? You know, we don't know. Is it his monthly allowance that she's giving him?
I don't know. Chyna. Come on, girl. You got to do better. At some point, you got to do better. I know you had stuff against you because, you know, you grew up with Tokyo Toni as your mama.
Wow.
So I know you started at a negative point, but at some point, we got to do better. We got to do better.
She thinks that lightening her skin is making her younger, and it's not.
She needs to stop. She needs to stop. Leave that little boy alone.
What man would want to be with a woman who doesn't really know who the hell she is? She's just out here chasing nothing.
Yeah.
What is she really doing with herself right now? Because all I see her
to give herself some time. I think Chyna's probably really searching for somebody to love her and to have a family. I think the same thing with Amber Rose.
Yes.
I think they really are just women who want to be loved, right? And they want to have a family, but it's like y'all going about it the wrong way. And I understand being broken and hurt and searching for things in the wrong place, but come on, like you gotta.
I feel like they haven't changed their mentality from when they didn't have it to now they have it.
Yeah.
They were strippers. And that's nothing wrong with being a stripper, but it's a different lifestyle. You didn't have it. You were trying to hustle for certain things. And now they're still kind of hustling the same way. You're hustling backwards. What are you doing? Like, you got it.
For love.
Oh, that's not love.
No. An 18-year-old. Like, how did that even happen? Did he send her a note? Do you like me? Yes or no? Check yes or no?
You think I'm cute? Yes or no?
Right.
Oh, I love that video. Yeah, no, she had to check and she checked yes.
Yeah.
And then she met him and she probably picks him up from school. Is he in school?
I don't think he in school.
He dropped out?
Probably.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, we don't know, but it's still, if he didn't drop out, she was probably picking him up from school.
Gotta do better.
Which is just bad.
Yeah, it's very gross.
I guess. I mean, but when you think about it, those women, the teachers, female teachers who have sex with their students, and a lot of them I feel like are in middle school.
Yeah.
So if I do look, I go to Ayana school sometimes, and I try not to dress provocatively when I'm going over there, just because it's raging hormones of these boys. But I've had a few boys whistle at me and say, "Hey girl, damn you fine." I heard one say, "That's Ayana's mama." Oh, I'd hit. I didn't tell you about this?
No.
Yes, girl. Outside. And I was just like, wow. I wasn't wearing anything crazy. And I'm just like, when you're in a classroom with these kids all day, if you're not secure of yourself, and if you don't know who you are as a woman, and you're searching for love, like they're searching for love, you're going to fall for a 14, 15, 16, 17-year-old.
That's scary.
And it's disgusting.
That's disgusting.
So, but we don't see it that way the other way. When it's a woman that's younger.
In middle school, we would.
Oh, in middle school, absolutely.
Yeah, we would.
No, but now I'm saying he's 18, she's 29. So if there was there's plenty of them, 19-year-old women with 30-year-old men. There's not as much of a disgust in it.
I think the age gap is okay once you're past a certain age.
What's the age?
25. I think once you're over 25, dating somebody 10 years older than you, you have some experience, you know things. That's fine. But 18, dating somebody that's 10 years older than you? No, not cool.
Probably not. I think there's another a white girl artist.
Scott Disick is dating a young girl. He's dating
and there's no huge uproar about it.
Oh, people have said he's nasty.
Some.
What's his name? I think they actually asked her dad about it. What's her dad's name? Lionel Richie.
Yes, he was actually, now that we looked it up, was asked how he felt about the couple, and he said, in quotes, "I'm scared to death. Are you kidding me?" So as a father, I would understand it, but I'm on social media all day, and I haven't seen an uproar of disgust or like shaming towards him like there has been towards China.
Yeah, that's true. I think that's also because China dates so frequently, if that makes sense. Like Scott was in like this long-term relationship. China has a new boyfriend every month.
Now, I don't think she has a new boyfriend. I feel like she's just out here fucking.
Yeah, but there's a difference between just sleeping with somebody and being seen with people.
Yeah, she does get seen with everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I don't think it's because of that. I think it's because of the double standard we have in society, that an older man can be with a younger woman, but a younger woman is with a younger man, same ages, and it's more disgusting for a woman to be doing it. And I think that's because we're so much more mature at a younger age. It takes men longer to mature. So a 20-year-old woman with a 30-year-old man, it's not as weird as seeing a 30-year-old woman with a 20-year-old man who's probably still living in his mom's house, still asking his mom to make him some breakfast. You know what I mean? They're not developed yet. Like, boys are immature. They're so immature. They're boys, and they don't become men until later on. I think we become women and we grow up faster.
Yeah, that's true.
So that's probably why that stigma is there when it comes to women and men.
That's true. It's so many boys. So many grown-ass boys.
A lot of them out here.
How old was Beyonce when she started dating Jay-Z? Because they have a 12-year difference. I don't feel like I said, it depends on the age.
She was young.
It depends on the age when you start dating. Then the gap kind of closes for me.
Since you asked that question, she was 19 and he was
32.
And who was pissed off about this? Nobody.
I don't think people knew they were dating at first, though, to be honest. I think they dated for a few years before it was ever, like, made public or confirmed to be public. But I also think that, like, when you are a celebrity, right? Because Beyonce's been a celebrity since she's been, like, 15.
Right.
You grow up a lot faster. You be, like, Kylie Jenner owned a home when she was, like, 16.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, it is different.
Well, I mean, we're looking at Sophia Richie as Lionel Richie's daughter. She's a celebrity.
I don't know how much money they got and how their life is. I don't know.
A whole bunch. Those are the Richies.
I know, but I only
know
Richie
Rich.
I only know one song from him. To be honest, I don't know if they got money.
Lionel Richie got it. Definitely has it. She got it. She's living just as good as he is. So.
And then I don't know. She's celebrity from her dad, not celebrity from having her own company and being her own celebrity. So I think that's also different. But regardless, like, as a parent personally, I would not be okay with my daughter dating somebody that's 10 years older than her at the age of 19. Like, that wouldn't be cool for me. So, shit talk for China. Cut it out. Leave them people churn alone.
Stop being a pedophile. Because that's what you are. It might not be legally, but morally, you're a pedophile.
Exactly. Yeah.
And, LMNOP, YMB, and GJ... Where is your mama?
Where is your mom?
I want to call his mom right now.
Exactly.
So since we have all these listeners, guys, find me her mom, because I have some advice for her and I have some things to tell her. Like, get your little boy back home and find him a girlfriend his age.
Yeah.
Since he want to be out here dating and slanging little wieners.
Speaking of unsolicited advice, it's time for some unsolicited advice.
Yes.
Carla's gonna be an auntie.
That was a clap.
So Cardi B has announced that she's pregnant.
That was very disrespectful. The queen, Cardi, is having a baby, okay? We're gonna address her by who she is. The queen of this country at the moment.
Oh my goodness.
We knew.
I knew.
You're
overstating. Okay, go ahead.
Relax. I'm gonna need you to relax, okay? Okay. So, my dog having a baby. I knew already.
We totally knew.
Everybody knew. I mean, come on. The girl comes from showing all her titties and her stomach and being tight. We knew, and it's cool. I didn't mind that she was hiding it. I was actually enjoying her coming out with different outfits and then hiding her belly for whatever reason. I love the fact that she dropped the video, and they were so creative with hiding that belly. You watched the video of Be Careful?
No.
Girl. It was angles and the camera, it never showed.
Really?
Amazing work. So shout out to whoever did that video and dressed her and did the angles and the editing. Amazing job. So I think that kept people like, is she pregnant? Is she not? Is she pregnant? Is she not? I was terrified because of Coachella. Because
for your own selfish reasons.
Yes, for my own selfish reasons. I mean, you know, when I text her and hit her up and let her know, hey, Fran, you good? She hasn't texted me back. She's been busy. So I didn't get confirmed, but we knew. And when she's like showed Saturday Night Live, girl,
died.
Dead. Lost my throat was hurting so bad, but I didn't expect it because the first one she's dancing, she's all covered up, and I actually wrote on Instagram, I'm like, wow, they're working overtime to like cover her belly. Then she comes on with the next song and she's wearing a tight dress, but the camera only stayed from like right under her boobs up for a minute. So I was like, wow, they really I said to Ayanna, I said, wow, she's paying some good money to SNL and these people to make sure they don't show her belly on this tight dress. Then all of a sudden, slowly, the camera backs up and starts going down, and I just lost my damn mind. I lost my shit. It's like she was telling me, like, Carla,
like, yeah, this is for you, Carla.
This is for you. Let me show you my baby bump. Like, I got you. And I was just, you know, very overwhelmed.
I think she was right to hide it, though. To hide
very
it
much so,
yeah,
because I didn't want
overshadow like the whole album.
Her album, nothing was. They didn't have a buzz about her being pregnant. Any negative things about it? No, it was all about her music, her hustle, what she's doing. So she dropped everything. Her album killed it, and then she's like, "Now that I'm killing it, it went gold within like instantly because of a technicality, but still, it went gold." She then dropped the bomb. Hey, I'm pregnant, and this pregnancy is not going to overshadow what just happened for the last like couple of days, which was. My album was the bomb. So I'm happy for her. But you did have some things to say during our live.
Yeah. I mean, of course I'm happy for her, right? Like, a baby is a blessing. I just really wish, like, my unsolicited advice is null and void at this point, because my unsolicited advice would be, don't get pregnant from Offset. Like, ugh.
Yeah.
Like, I just...
At this point, I don't think it really matters who she would get pregnant by. I got into one of those heated debates with Jay that we get into about celebrities. And can't nobody talk about Cardi to me. Bad. But he was like, her career's over. Girl,
no, I don't know.
You don't understand. I was tight. Like, I almost told him, take your ass home. Get from around me. Because how can you say her career is over? What does that say about your a woman getting pregnant does not mean anything. And she got the money to have the baby walking around with her. She can have nannies. I think she'll be a great mom. Offset not being an ancient dude, like, okay, there's a lot of ancient guys out here. I think she'll be fine. Offset or no Offset,
I mean, she will be fine.
And I think she's gonna be a fun mom. And she's gonna have Hennessy. Hennessy seems like she's gonna be the coolest aunt ever.
She is gonna be a good aunt. I just wish she wouldn't have had a baby with Offset, because like
So who would have been a good person for her to have a baby with? Bye.
I don't know. I'm not saying I know the person. I'm just saying that he's shitty. Like, he has 3 kids with 3 different women already. So this will be the 4th. The youngest one is still very young.
I don't know why I thought he had 4. Oh, because that one girl
is saying she's pregnant. Yeah. Or saying her baby. Yeah, exactly. And then, like, he keep getting caught cheating on her. And he don't even have enough respect not to let it get videoed. Like, come on now.
It did get videoed.
Yes, twice.
He's a changed man now.
No, he not. Now, don't do that.
Listen,
now, we won't give him that.
It took more time for Jay-Z to get his shit together.
We won't do that.
Becky with the hoop.
At least he didn't get it videoed. At least he was smart enough to be discreet about it. Okay, and
he
at
wasn't
least
discreet.
he was discreet about it. You ain't seen no videos, and he don't have a bunch of kids with a bunch of women. Like,
he has a kid that he never recognized.
And then we don't have to compare. And I'm not saying what Jay-Z did was good. And I'm not saying what Beyonce did was good. I'm just saying people already hate on Cardi B so bad. This is just going to make it that much harder, especially for the type of things that she raps about. Like, yeah, I just really wish she wouldn't have did it. So like I said, my unsolicited advice is null and void. Congratulations to Cardi B.
Yes, congratulations.
What's your advice?
My advice is huge for her. And I know she's only 25, 26, I believe. Baby girl. Don't let these haters out here let you come out your character and give them your energy.
I wouldn't say come out her character. That is her character. Just don't give them your energy.
Okay, yes, you're right. You know what? I feel like for the haters, come out here and make a video talking shit and make it funny, and then have it like 5 views. But then she'll put on her stories like what she did like 5 minutes after she
it really hurts her. It hurts her feelings. It affects her. She wrote like, that's why I didn't want to say anything, because people make something negative about it, because somebody had already been saying something to her.
But it was instantly, and I was like, you're giving that light right now. You're
and I'm
on
sure
a
she
high.
had so many congratulations.
A million congratulations.
Exactly.
And I'm sure she was happy about that, but she's letting these negative comments of, I'm sure it's people that she thought were friends.
Overshadow. I don't think so. I think it's randos. I really think it's
Keisha
randos.
Kaur instantly liked that one comment.
Yeah, but that's not her friend.
It's a celebrity. We don't know how much they know about each other.
It don't matter. It could be Cardi Steak replying to some all random bitch in the Bronx. Like, right.
Yeah, Tommy's ex-baby mama.
Exactly. So I just wish she wouldn't. Yeah.
Yeah. My
congratulations, Cardi.
My thing for her is keep talking your shit, but don't let them hurt you. Just don't let them hurt you. Yeah. Talk shit about them. Make it funny, because that's who you are and that's who we love, because that's what she's always done. Yeah. But don't let it get to you. And we say that now, and it's hard.
It's hard. I know it's hard, and I know it's that much harder for her, because we see that she already replies to it. She lets it get to her.
Right, and she watches a lot of it. Maybe somebody should take her phone for a little bit and be like, don't read the comments.
I don't think so, because I feel like that's part of, well, yeah, that would be good. Turn off the comments.
Turn off the comments, but that's who she is also.
Exactly. That's where she came from. That's how we know her.
And that's just who she is. But baby, fuck the haters. You're good. You ever need to talk, call me.
I think the baby's due like in July.
I think she's 6 months pregnant.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, I'll be there. I'll update you guys on everything as soon as Baller alerts me. I'll let you guys know.
I just look at him and just think he's just slime.
They are.
But see, this goes back to the friendship episode, because this is how I would be thinking of if Cardi was my friend. Like, I'm so happy for her. Yeah, I'm happy for her, but I'm so mad.
Oh, no, I think
it's like, girl, mind your own damn business. Why you letting it bother you so much? You know what? My unsolicited advice is for myself this week. Don't worry about motherfucking Cardi.
Like, I need to stop worrying about J-Lo.
Exactly.
I'll stop worrying about J-Lo and A-Rod. You stop worrying about Queen
really?
Cardi. I'm actually worried. Oh, I have another advice for Cardi. Take really good care of yourself for the next 2 weeks, because when you give me a show in 2 weeks, I need you like all out.
Yeah.
After the second weekend of Coachella,
we need that same energy from SNL. We need that same energy.
And then the day after Coachella, baby, bed rest till the baby come out. I don't want you doing nothing else.
Yeah.
Take care of yourself.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I think that wraps it up for this week.
So a couple things. Thank you guys so much for listening. Please don't forget to rate and subscribe. Leave us a comment.
On iTunes,
Stitcher, Google Play,
SoundCloud.
We got it. We're gonna keep it rolling. Don't forget to DM us, give us feedback, let us know your thoughts. Let us know if there's any topic that you guys want to hear about,
or anything that has happened with you guys recently, whether it's dating or some drama with a friend or some things that you're going through with your kids.
Just talk to us
and let us know,
because I'm ready to be mad at you. And Carla's ready to judge.
Because y'all are friends, and she get mad at her friends, and I judge these motherfuckers.
Exactly. So we working on it, though, and we still love y'all.
But we're going to give you really honest answers.
Yeah.
Mine might be a little judgy, but not really.
Not really. We're working on it. It's all in love, anything that we say. And thank you guys again for joining our live. We're going to try to do that more frequently, and maybe we got something coming down the line. We don't know. We'll let y'all know. But anyway, thank you guys so much for listening.
See you next week.
Bye.
Bye.